The Bible states in Jeremiah 29:11, "For I know the thoughts I think towards you, saith the Lord, thoughts of peace and not of evil, to give you an expected end." My friends, have you ever felt like you messed up so bad that there is no hope for you and no one is even going to bother to listen to you? Well, I have been there. Can I just give you this little nugget of grace to help take you through today and the next day and the next day and hopefully the next day? Just be reminded and encouraged that no matter what you are facing today, no matter what the challenge, no matter how bad you have messed up, no matter what you have done, you need to know that God's grace is greater than any mistake or mess that you could ever get yourself into. The supply of God's grace supersedes any of your demand for His grace. His grace is unmerited and limitless. There is nothing you can do to earn it, buy it, obtain it, or even stop it. It is God's gift to you, my friend. There is nothing you can do today to disinherit God's grace. He loves you so much that even though you fell short of His expectations for your life, He is willing to give you another chance. You see, my friends, He is not a God of a first or a second or a third chance, but He is a God of chances. His love for you never fails. It is predictable and it is certain. So His mercy is everlasting, and His grace will never take you anywhere that it cannot sustain you. So take courage in knowing today that whatever it is that you are seeking from the Lord, remember, there is a well of sufficiency called grace. Draw from it, drink from it, and I promise your life will never be the same. Ask the woman at the well. Jesus told her, "Whosoever drinketh of the water that I shall give him will never thirst, but the water that I shall give him shall be in him as a well of water springing up into everlasting life." Don't you listen to what the enemy said or is saying, but listen to God's words for you. He says you are fearfully and you're wonderfully made. You are more than a conqueror. You are the head and not the tail. And you are above only and not beneath. So stand firm in God's truth for your life, because His truth endures to all generation. So that simply means that the grace and the truth of your great-great-great-great-grandmother is the same grace and truth that is keeping us today. Just remember that you are blessed. You are highly favored. And there is no devil in hell that can keep you away from the grace God has in store for you. Just believe His plans for your life. Once again, He reminded us that He knows the thoughts that He thinks towards us. He knows the thoughts that He thinks towards us. And those are thoughts of peace and not of evil, to give us an expected end. So regardless of how you think you might have messed up, regardless of how you think you might have failed, regardless of how you might have think that you did not live up to the expectations, just know that there is a fountain filled with God's grace, that it doesn't matter how bad that you messed up. His grace is sufficient for you. His grace is sufficient for you. So go on out there today and just know His grace is sufficient. Walk in His grace. Live in His grace. Speak in His grace. And know that He will never leave you and He will never forsake you. So God bless you, and you have a great day today. His grace is sufficient. We love you.